The purpose of prayer. Prayer is one of the oldest and most universal human practices. Across cultures, religions, and spiritual paths, people have turned to prayer as a way of expressing what lies deepest in the heart. While its forms and words differ, the purposes of prayer often overlap, revealing something essential about the human search for meaning and connection. Connection with the divine. At its core, prayer is about relationship. For many people of faith, it is a way of speaking to God or the divine, and sometimes of listening in return. Just as conversation strengthens human bonds, prayer nourishes the bond between a believer and the sacred. It is less about reciting perfect words and more about the act of turning one's heart towards something greater than oneself. Gratitude and praise. Prayer often takes the form of thanksgiving. People pause to recognize the blessings of life, health, family, daily bread, or simply the gift of being alive. Gratitude through prayer helps cultivate humility, reminding us that not everything we have comes solely from our own effort. Praise and worship elevate the soul, drawing attention away from the struggles of life and toward what is beautiful, eternal, and good. Seeking help and guidance. A very common purpose of prayer is petition, asking for help. People pray for healing during illness, for strength when they are weak, for wisdom in making decisions, or for protection in dangerous times. While not every prayer is answered in the way one hopes, the act itself is powerful. It acknowledges our limitations and opens us to receive help, whether through divine means, inner strength, or the kindness of others. Confession and transformation. Many traditions teach that prayer is also a space for confession. By honestly admitting our failings, fears, or shortcomings before God, we begin the process of healing and growth. This kind of prayer is not about self-condemnation but about renewal, a chance to start again with a lighter heart, a clearer conscience, and a deeper commitment to live well. Inner peace and reflection. Prayer is not only about words, it is also about silence, listening, and simply being present. In a noisy, restless world, prayer can quiet the mind and restore balance. Scientists have even shown that prayer and meditation reduce stress and increase feelings of peace. In this sense, prayer is not only a spiritual exercise, but also an emotional and psychological one, helping people cope with life's burdens. Unity and community. When people pray together, whether in a church, mosque, temple, or even around a family table, prayer becomes a source of unity. It joins individuals into a community with a shared purpose and hope. In times of crisis or grief, collective prayer can bring comfort and strength, reminding people they are not alone in their struggles. Meaning and orientation. Finally, prayer provides a sense of direction. It reminds people of their values, their goals, and their ultimate purpose. For some, this is about aligning themselves with God's will. For others, it is about centering life on compassion, peace, or love. Prayer gives a framework for making sense of life, even when circumstances seem confusing or painful. In summary, the purpose of prayer cannot be reduced to one single definition, because it is as diverse as the people who practice it. For some, it is conversation with God. For others, it is meditation, self-reflection, or simply an expression of longing. But in all cases, prayer is a bridge between the human and the divine, between fear and hope, between isolation and community, between confusion and meaning. It helps people remember that they are not alone, that life has depth beyond the surface, and that even in silence, there is a presence that listens.